Hi everyone, and welcome to the newest and latest broadcast on the Geekanoids channel. I've been experimenting quite a lot lately with different methods of broadcasting, and what I've been doing is actually broadcasting with whatever smartphone I had in the studio, and I thought that that was going to be a really good way of both testing the front-facing cameras on the new smartphones and also delivering you something a little bit different. But the problem with that is there's so many differentiating factors between what quality you're going to get, i.e., am I going to get a good connection? Is the bandwidth going to be there? Is the server bandwidth going to be there? And when I did my broadcast using the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus camera for the broadcast, the quality was so bad, and it was all down to bandwidth. And I thought that was a very unfair way of actually sharing with you how a smartphone performs. It's not accurate at all. So we're switching things up. I'm moving back to broadcasting with the MacBook Pro. Hopefully the bandwidth issue will be a lot better, and hopefully you'll be experiencing a lot better audio and video quality as well. And in today's video, I really wanted to talk to you about the rumors of the forthcoming iPhone 8, what those rumors are, what we can expect with regards to the iPhone 8, and also what we can sort of wish for as well, what's on my wish list for the iPhone 8 as well. So without further ado, let's talk about what we can expect. Now, there have been rumors, in fact there has been sort of dummy images leaked of the new iPhone 8 with a vertical camera on the back. So the iPhone 7 at the moment, this is an iPhone 7 Plus, has a camera sort of orientated this way with the dual cameras in this horizontal position, and then now sort of emphasizing that it could be in the sort of vertical position, which is a big change. I don't think it'll make any change to how the cameras actually work personally, but certainly for maybe VR use it might come into play a little bit better. And it'd be interesting to see if Apple do in fact make that change. We're also expecting an OLED display or an AMOLED display, and that could well be a big change for Apple, because it's going to be the first time they use that technology in a smartphone. And whether or not that's edge to edge, whether it's slightly curved at the edges or not, it should give us a lot more saturation on colors. And Apple always do a fantastic job with their screens. So I think that this technology, and if they implement it correctly, as Apple often do when they release a smartphone, I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic, a really good change for Apple. Also, the big talk is regarding the fingerprint sensor. Now, at the moment, of course, the fingerprint sensor resides on the front sort of bottom edge or chin of the iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus, and it works extremely well. It's very accurate, and I like the placement of it. The only other smartphone I've ever liked with regards to placement was the LG series, the LG G5, with the fingerprint sensor actually here on the back in the center. The Samsung Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus positioned it right next to the camera up here, which was very poor placement. The rumors are saying that we could probably expect the fingerprint sensor to actually be integrated within the screen, so behind the actual display. Now, if it's done correctly, it'll work fine, but I really like the fingerprint sensors located on the back, just about here, because that's where your finger naturally resides or naturally sort of falls, and it's a perfect place for it, rather than having to move your thumb off the edge of the display and then down onto sort of a home button, be that integrated into the screen or even as they've got it now. So they're the main rumors, that we're going to have this bezel-less display, AMOLED technology, edge-to-edge display as well, and that sort of vertically orientated camera. There's also been some rumors, although I don't really believe them, that it's going to go back to that more squared edge design of the iPhone 5. Now, admittedly, that was a nice design. We had those sort of beveled edges as well, but I don't think they're going to go back to that. I think it's going to be more or less what we've got now, but just updated. And Apple don't often hedge their bets too much. They tend to stick with what's worked with them previously. And I think they do that again, but they will, of course, improve things a great deal. After all, they want to stay ahead of the competition and attract new purchasers to the iPhone 8. Will we see 1, 2, or 3 iPhones? I really don't know. Now, what I want to see is something a little bit thicker. Yes, I know that bucks the trend. We're all going for thinner smartphones, and a lot of these manufacturers often do this. But what I really want to see is something slightly thicker. I don't mind holding a larger phone with regards to the thickness, but give us something maybe with an extra millimetre or 2 millimetres and that awesome battery life. I just wish they would do that. It would also negate the need to have the camera hump as well. I don't mind whether it's vertically or horizontal orientated, don't mind at all. And the fingerprint sensor for me on the wish list would be in this position here. I also hope they do a bump up in obviously processor power, which they will do. And I hope they also do a bump up in actual memory on the iPhone 8 as well. That in combination with how Apple optimized the OS for their smartphones will really deliver a good experience. And I'm very excited, extremely excited indeed. Slightly off topic, I've had the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus into review. I've got an LG G6 coming into review, which I'm extremely excited about. And I'll be bringing you a review of that very soon, and also showing you how the camera performs on that as well. Also coming into the studio, I've got the new Google Wi-Fi and a new microphone as well, which I'm going to test with one of my Panasonic cameras. So you can expect to see those videos on the channel very soon. So anyway, that's it for this broadcast. Let me know what's your wish list for the new iPhone 8, iPhone 8 Plus, whatever they're going to call it. Let me know what you want to see with Apple's next release down in the comment section below. And I'll see you in another video very soon.